So for me, being vulnerable and having an executive presence at the same time, I think means it's important to let your team know kind of what you need to get done and what needs to happen, but also, be fun with them and also just show an assertiveness. I think being assertive is super important when being a leader. You don't want to be too aggressive because nobody likes that, but if you're passive, nobody is going to respect you. For me, I think a thing with fatal coaching mistakes I see in myself is I tend to be a compliment sandwich kind of person. But to be honest, I don't like receiving compliment sandwiches myself because if you give me a compliment, I feel like you're only saying it so that you can critique me. You're not actually saying it out of genuineness, if that's even a word, or you're not actually saying it to compliment me. You're only giving me those two compliments so you can get in there and do that critique. I've found that the best way to correct mistakes in others is when you say, I would really appreciate it if, or I really don't appreciate when. I found that I statements are always the best, even in coaching situations. For me, the two things I'm prioritizing for my professional presence would obviously be to wear better clothes. Right now, I'm wearing my pajamas. Definitely making better clothes. And I think that the second thing that I would do if I were to, or I guess the second thing the other thing that I'd like to prioritize for my professional presence is maybe putting in a little more preparation into the things I do, especially if I were to be a sales manager. I think that preparation instead of just winging something could definitely go a long way. And for me, the leadership style that I got was that I am a diplomat. And they say that working for a diplomat is often fun and social, and I definitely am fun, and I would say that I'm a pretty social person for the most part. And I do work in a way to avoid having people feel uncomfortable and anxious. And I've definitely noticed that in myself whenever I'm in a leadership roles. I tend to go out of my way to make sure those I'm over don't feel uncomfortable. And to an extent, that's probably a good thing. But at the same time, I don't see how that could be a good thing because I feel like there is, as we've all heard the saying, there's no growth in the comfort zone. And I don't know, maybe I'm making people a little too comfortable.